10 most loved cities in England. Cities in England are among the most loved cities in the United Kingdom and the entire world. The love for those cities is both from within and outside the cities. In addition, these cities are loved also by those living abroad. Their visits to the cities, movies and documentaries about them and what they read have deeply impressed them that these are lovable cities. Now let's show you the 10 most loved cities in England. We know that you will understand that these 10 most loved cities are also the same cities that enjoy the most amounts of love in the United Kingdom. You're now invited to sit back and enjoy this listing of the most loved cities in England. 10. Norwich. Norwich appears to be a good place to start this. The city is the district of Norfolk, of which it is the county town. Norwich is located by the River Wensum, about 100 miles northeast of London and 40 miles north of Ipswich, and also 65 miles east of Peterborough. Norwich is one of the most loved cities in England today. The city, with a population of 132,512, is loved by 45% of the residents of England. Meanwhile, some 96% of the people have heard or been to this city. To corroborate how much the city of Norwich is loved, only 5% of the people expressed some kind of dislike for it, while 45% are neutral toward the city. 9. Bristol. The next city on our list is Bristol, a ceremonial county and unitary authority. This city, bordered by the ceremonial counties of Gloucestershire and Somerset to the north and to the south respectively, is situated on the River Avon. With an estimated population of 465,900, it's the most populous city in southwest England. Bristol is more loved than Norwich, as 47% of the people of England say they love it. More people have heard of or been to the city, as 97% said they have. Bristol is disliked by just 11% of the people. Some 39% of them neither love nor hate the city, where Renault Kadjar brand of car is very popular. 8. Exeter. We found Exeter as the 8th most loved city in England. The city in the county of Devon in southwest England is situated on the River Exe. It's located approximately 36 miles northeast and 65 miles southwest of Plymouth and Bristol, respectively. The city, with a population estimate of 131,099, is popular with or liked by 49% of the people of England. It is disliked by only 3%. As to how famous the city is, 95% of the people have heard one thing or the other about the city. However, 44% of them say they are neutral. Most of the people in this city know how to buy or sell online, while the majority are actually doing so. The majority of those living in this city love the Daewoo brand. 7. Portsmouth. The 7th most loved city in England is Portsmouth, the 12th most loved in the UK. More loved than Exeter, Bristol and Norwich, 53% of the people of England like Portsmouth. Meanwhile, as much as 97% of them have heard of or been to Portsmouth, still more famous than Exeter and Norwich. But Portsmouth has more haters than Exeter and Norwich. About 7% of respondents say they dislike the city. The city, whose brand of car is Subaru, has the same or more amount of love for the BMW X3 model of car. It's also loved for the production of garlic bread. Actor Rock Hudson is one of the best actors loved by the residents of this city. 6. Liverpool. Liverpool is the 6th most loved city in England and the 10th most loved in the UK. It ties with Portsmouth in popularity and fame. Just like Portsmouth, 53% of the people of England like Liverpool, while 90% of them have heard of or been to Liverpool. As much as 14% of the people spite Liverpool in spite of its top-rated soccer team. The fame of actor Steven Seagal contributes to the love people have for this city, but only 30% are neutral toward this city. Land Rover Discovery is popular and famous in every quarter in this city that places a lot of emphasis on oil painting. The Nissan brand is also not less popular and famous there. 5. Cambridge. Cambridge, the home of the top world university, has plenty of reasons to be among the 5th most loved cities in England. Having the love of 60% of the people in England is not surprising at all. As famous as the city is, 97% of the people living in England know one thing or the other about the city. Not many people will hate Cambridge for what it is. That's why only 5% of the people hate it. Still, as many as 32% said they have no reason to love or hate the city. 4. Brighton. The next place to check on is the city of Brighton, known for its stunning seaside, skyscraping observation tower and iconic palace pier. Brighton is loved for being a seaside resort. It is one of the 2 main areas in Brighton and Hove. As one of the most loved cities in England, Brighton is liked by 60% of the people. It's a famous city known to a whole 98% of the people of England. At the same time, the city is disliked by 7% of the people, while 30% of them are indifferent towards the city, in love with the award-winning late actor Anne Kirkbride. The city has a lot of love for the dog breeds Fell Terrier and Alaskan Husky. 3. Oxford. Oxford, the third most loved city in England, is the fourth most loved city in the United Kingdom. The city, also of a great university, is a place where residents have great skills in juggling. It is popular with 63% of the people living in England. Who would say he hasn't heard about Oxford? Over 98% of all polled said they have heard of or been to this city. Only 6% of the people report that they dislike. Interestingly, the city of Oxford means nothing to 98% of the people. 2. London. London, the capital of England and of the UK, is the second most loved city among the people of England. The city, whose residents also love Tesco petrol, is loved by a whole 68% of the respondents. We understand that London's fame is worldwide. London is known outside the UK more than any other city in the country. So it's even surprising that 2% of the people in the country could say they haven't heard of or been to London. Hard to believe, but it's true. Many people don't like London because it's a very busy city. Some 13% of the people hate it for this reason, yet 17% of the people neither love nor hate London. 1. York. The most loved city in England is no other one but York, the city with a lot of theatres. York residents so much love to read the Women's Own magazine. While York has a little fewer lovers than London, with only 97% professing their likeness for York, the fame of the city of York is unmatched by that of any other city on this list of most loved cities in England. As many as 73% say they have heard about the city before. Added to that, only 3% of the people say they dislike York, the city with lots of love for dishes of nachos. We have 21% who are neutral about the city, where most of them would do anything to own or ride the Subaru car model. We have compiled this list of 10 most loved cities in England based on the level of love we find the residents of England professing for each of their cities. If you feel differently about any of these cities, please let us know in the comments section. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This is Learning Canteen.